A few weeks ago, my daughter Fleur was back in Sydney for 10 days. Fleur moved a few months ago to Whistler with her boyfriend Taylor, and they're going to be there for 1 or 2 years. An amazing experience, living life in a different country, experiencing a different culture. TK and I have really encouraged that. And Fleur and Taylor were back because they had a wedding in Sydney. And on the way back to the airport, we took Fleur back and Taylor back to the airport. Fleur actually just challenged me. And I think she was scrolling her phone, probably said something about stop scrolling your phone, can't avoid being the annoying dad, even if she's an adult now. And she looked at me and said, "Papa, I'm not as disciplined as you. I don't meditate in the morning. I don't have all the routine that you have. I spend hours scrolling on my phone, where I limit myself to 10 minutes per day." And then she challenged me and said, "But I'm happy, and I don't think I'm less happy than you." And I had to give her a point, and I stood there and I kept thinking about that for a little while. Bonjour, this is Cyril from Work Smarter, Live Better. In this video, I want to share what Fleur's challenge made me reflect on, and about happiness, about what really drives happiness in life. I work with busy leaders, and I'm fairly busy as well, working on many things. And a lot of my clients actually not only are busy leaders at work, but also have a family, have some financial obligation, a mortgage, whatever. And I've been always the one advocating the importance of routine, of putting in place some discipline and pushing those discipline there. But how important are they? And is that important for your happiness? There's a really interesting study, probably the longest study on happiness that have been ever conducted by Harvard for the last 75 years. And it showed that this amazing study showed that happiness has got nothing to do with wealth, with money, with status, not even with health. The number one thing that creates happiness for people is the quality of the relationship. Not the number of likes you get on your Instagram, but the quality, the deep, having a few strong and deep relationship. And so it made me think about Fleur. Fleur probably doesn't have the same discipline as I have, but I was really reflecting on the quality of her relationship, and she's got some really deep relationship. She's managed in a few months to create some amazing relationship in Whistler. When she came back, all her close friends celebrated her, took her away for a weekend. It was just beautiful. Her best friend Latika was in tears the day that she left. I had to cuddle poor Latika. And she's really happy with this. And it made me reflect on this. In my life, we have Cyril on one extreme of the super discipline. We have Fleur on the other extreme of the scale. And we probably have TK in the middle. TK, who's probably a little bit more fast and loose than I am, but not as fast and loose as Fleur. We always laugh with TK because when I go away for a few days, he always say to me, the first few days is like celebration. I don't have Cyril who tell me every evening 9:30 on the dot we have to go to bed, and all my little routine. But then she said after a few days, I'll say, come back because I'm completely out of routine and I need you. So he's trying to find the right balance here. But I realized that it's the TK and the Fleur of the world that bring the spontaneity, that bring the laughter, that bring, the unexpected, and actually bring some depth into this. And so Actually, personally, I need those people in my life, and I'm very grateful that they are. So my question to you is, how much energy are you giving to the quality of relationship? I'm still going to say routine are important. I'm still going to keep that, but they're not everything. And the quality of a relationship, the depth of a relationship, in my view, is, I would say, even much more important. This is this week Work Smarter, Live Better tip. By the way, Fleur shared, she sent me a few days after an email with an attachment with her reflection, and she's allowed me to share it. And so if you're interested, you can click on this link and on the link there and have a look at what Fleur shared. This is this week Work Smarter, Live Better tip. I hope that's been useful for you. You have a lovely day. À bientôt.